So when a woman isn't serious about you, these 6 signs show up strongly in your encounters with her. Be right back. Jessica OS here. Welcome to my channel. I'm all about giving you the lowdown on relationships with basically straightforward advice that cuts right through the BS. Today, we're diving into a topic that's going to help you dodge some major heartaches and perhaps save you some money. 6 psychological signs she's not serious about you. Let's get into it. Now, the first sign is what I call a lack of dopamine bust. Now, it sounds complex, but indulge me. When someone is interested, their brain releases something called dopamine, which motivates them to seek out the person that they're attracted to. In simple terms, dopamine is this really cool chemical in your brain that basically makes you feel good. People call it the feel-good chemical because it's all about pleasure and motivation. When you do something fun or enjoyable, like say eating your favorite snack or hanging out with someone that you really like, your brain releases dopamine. Now, this makes you want to do those things again and again because, well, it makes you happy. Lack of this feel-good hormone, on the other hand, can manifest as she being constantly busy when you're trying to spend time with her. You know that girl who's always got something going on? She's constantly too busy to see you. I mean, for me, if you ask me, it's a big red flag. Real talk. If she wanted to see you, she'll find the time. Sure, we all get busy, but when someone cares about you, they make an effort to include you in their busy schedule. Constant busyness indicates a lack of motivation, suggesting she doesn't derive significant pleasure from your company. Example, you text her on Monday asking to hang out this weekend. She replies, "Oh, I love to, but I'm just so swamped with work and plans with friends." Yet, you see her Instagram stories filled with brunches, movie nights, impromptu trips to the beach. I mean, it's a clear sign that she's prioritizing other activities and people over spending time with you. Now, if she's not making time for you, you're not a priority. It's as simple as that. Don't let her excuses blind you to the reality of her lack of interest. I remember this friend of mine called, well, let's call him Jake, okay? He was seeing this girl and Jake was really into her, would constantly ask her out. She'll always reply with something like, "Oh, I wish I could, but I'm so busy." Jake noticed that she had time for everything else but him. Now, eventually, he realized that if she truly wanted to spend time with him, she would make the effort. He moved on, found someone who made him a priority, and is still happy as we speak. Be like Jake. Respect your own time, move on. If she's not making an effort to see you, stop trying to fit into a busy schedule. Focus on yourself, your interests, find someone who genuinely wants to spend that kind of time with you. Sign number 2 is what I call ambivalence. So ambivalence refers to having like mixed feelings or contradictory ideas about something or someone. So in the context of relationships, it means being or feeling both positive and negative emotions towards that person, which will result in uncertainty and indecisiveness about the relationship's future. So in simple terms, this can manifest in being hot or cold or canceling plans frequently. I mean, everybody has emergencies, but if she constantly cancels plans with you, she's not prioritizing you. Consistently canceling plans indicates she doesn't value your time and isn't committed to spending time with you. Example, you've had to reschedule your last 3 dates because something came up last minute. You're starting to feel like a backup plan rather than the main event. If she's into you guys, she'll stick to plans and she won't leave you hanging. Communicate your feelings. Let her know how her frequent cancellations are making you feel. If she continues to cancel, it's a sign to prioritize yourself and find someone who respects your time enough to spend time with you when you request it. It's as simple as that. No sweat off your brow. You're good to go. Sign number 3 talks about commitment phobia. Avoiding future plans can be attributed in some way, shape, or form to commitment phobia. Her brain might be avoiding the potential emotional investment and attachment that comes with making those long-term plans. On other occasions, she might simply not be into you. Now, when she's not serious, she'll avoid making any plans that are more than a week away. This means no talk about upcoming holidays, no future trips, or even what you're doing next month. Avoidance of future plans indicates she's not considering a long-term relationship with you, so believe it. For example, you may suggest, say, going to a concert that's happening in a month, and she'll respond with, let's see when the time comes. Now, this vague answer is a way to keep her options open. She might be waiting for a better offer or simply doesn't want to commit to spending time with you in the future. When you notice that pattern of avoidance whenever future plans are mentioned, it should become clear to you. without a doubt that the girl you're with isn't looking for anything serious. Address it directly. Ask her why she seems hesitant to make future plans. If her response is still non-committal, it might be best to step back, reassess if this relationship is worth your time and emotional investment. If it's not, bro, you already know what to do. The fourth sign is she keeps conversations surface level. What exactly does that mean? If all you talk about is very surface level light stuff, like how her day went, she's not investing emotionally. Deep conversations are a sign that she's interested. When she's serious, she'll want to know about your dreams, your fears, your challenges, everything in between. Let's say you try to bring up a meaningful topic like talking about your future, career plans, or past relationships, and she swiftly changes the subject to something trivial like, hey, did you see the last episode of whatever she's watching? It's like trying to swim in a kiddie pool. There's no depth, right? In such situations, you probably feel like you're talking to a wall. There's no emotional connection or deep understanding. Also, keep in mind that psychologically, keeping conversation surface level can be a defense mechanism. It helps her avoid vulnerability and emotional intimacy, which are necessary if your relationship is going to be serious. In my opinion, you have two options. She's not interested, so cut your losses and move on with someone who shares your interests and engages in those deep conversations you're looking for, or give it another shot by having an honest talk with her about the importance of emotional connection for you. If her behavior stems from past trauma, at least you'll know where to start tackling the problem from. If after all this she's still not willing to engage, bro, it's time to walk. The fifth sign, she doesn't introduce you to friends or family. This is a classic one, textbook. A woman who's serious about you will want you to meet her inner circle. If she's keeping you a secret, she's not thinking long term. Introducing you to friends and family is a big step and a clear sign that she sees a future with you. For example, let's say you've been seeing each other for a few months, but every time you suggest meeting her friends or joining her family dinner, she dodges with, oh, they're really busy or it's not a good time. Meanwhile, you're left in the dark wondering if she talks about you at all to them. Most women know, at least after dating you for 6 months, whether she wants to integrate you into her life or circle. So if you're beginning to feel like a secret, move on, find someone who's eager to introduce you to the people that matter. Alternatively, one last attempt, which I would recommend, is to bring it up in conversation. Explain that, hey, meeting your friends and family is important for you if this relationship is going anywhere. If she continues to avoid it, she's not the one. You know what to do. Don't let me talk too much on this channel. The sixth and final sign is when she's not curious about your life. Now, when she's genuinely interested, she'll want to know more about you. It's as simple as that. If she's not asking questions about your goals, family, or even how your day was, what are you doing? A lack of curiosity about your life shows she's not invested in getting to know the real you. Yep, when someone is emotionally invested, they're naturally curious and want to learn more about the person that they care about. When she's not in the least bit serious or curious, one key thing you'll notice is that every conversation will revolve around her. When you try to share something personal, she seems uninterested or changes the topic back to herself. It feels like a one-way street and you're left feeling unheard, undervalued, you name it. What you want to do in this situation is to shift that focus to mutual interest, things that interest both of you, right? Simply ask her about her interests and see if she reciprocates by asking about yours. If she doesn't show curiosity about your life, it's a sign to move on, find someone who values you and is actually interested. It's essential to remember that you deserve to be with someone that wants to know everything about you, from your favorite color to your biggest dreams. Guys, don't settle for anything less than a partner who's genuinely interested in you and everything that makes you unique. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more of such content. My name is Jessica OS. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to drop a comment below if you've experienced any of these signs. Let's share some stories in the comments. I'll catch you in the next video. Later.